Welcome to Informed Tourist AI. This is Curtis, your traveling guru. I'm bringing you some important info you might want to hear. You know, before you book that dream vacation. What if I told you that the most beautiful destinations hide dangers you'd never expect? We're talking hidden risks, deadly creatures, and natural disasters just waiting to happen. Stick around to learn how to stay safe. Yeah, not pretty. Look, I'm all for exploring this amazing planet, but a little caution never hurt anyone. Stay until the end to discover the #1 danger you'd never see coming. It might just save your life. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future travel tips. Please subscribe to Informed Tourist AI. Now on with the video. First up, we're heading to the Caribbean, to the beautiful island of Roatan, Honduras. Think gorgeous beaches, crystal clear water, amazing diving, and all at a price that won't break the bank. Sounds like paradise, right? Well, hold your pina coladas for a sec. Here's the thing. Honduras has one of the highest murder rates in the Western Hemisphere, and Roatan, despite its picture-perfect facade, isn't immune. Tourists have been robbed, carjacked, and even killed in and around the island. Gangs operate in nearby areas, and let's just say the police response isn't exactly known for its speed or efficiency. Even locals will tell you, don't stray too far from the resort zones. It's like a real-life episode of Paradise Lost. One minute you're sipping margaritas on the beach, the next you're caught in a situation you never saw coming. So, enjoy the beauty of Roatan, but stay aware, stick to well-populated areas, and maybe skip that late-night stroll on the beach, okay? Next, we're trading in our swimsuits for hiking boots and heading to the breathtaking Angel's Landing in Zion National Park, Utah. This iconic hike is famous for its stunning views and its potential to terrify you senseless. Picture this. You're walking along a narrow ridge with 1,500-foot drops on either side. No guardrails, just a chain bolted into the rock to hold onto. Sounds fun, right? Well, here's the kicker. Angel's Landing has seen more than its fair share of accidents. People have slipped, fallen, and sadly, lost their lives on this trail. And if someone in front of you loses their grip, well, let's just say it's not going to be a happy ending. You'd think that would deter people, but nope. Permits for this hike sell out like hotcakes every season. People come from all over the world to tempt fate on this trail. So, if you're planning on conquering Angel's Landing, make sure you're prepared, physically and mentally. Check the weather conditions, wear appropriate footwear, and if you're afraid of heights, maybe stick to the easier trails. Trust me, the view from the bottom is pretty amazing too. Chapter 4, North Sentinel Island, where visitors aren't welcome. Like, really, not welcome. Our next destination takes us to the Indian Ocean, to a place shrouded in mystery and danger, North Sentinel Island. This island is home to the Sentinelese, an uncontacted tribe that has made it very clear they want nothing to do with the outside world. And by nothing to do, I mean they will literally shoot arrows at anyone who comes near. They've killed outsiders who attempted to make contact, and the Indian government has made it illegal to go anywhere near the island. But you know how it is. Rules are meant to be broken, right? Wrong. Some people just can't resist the allure of the forbidden, and a few daring, or should I say foolish tourists have tried to land on North Sentinel Island. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. So here's a travel tip. If a place has uncontacted tribe and shoots arrows at outsiders in the description, maybe just cross it off your bucket list. There are plenty of other beautiful and welcoming islands to explore. Chapter 5. Bay of Bengal. India, deadly currents beneath a beautiful surface. Next up, we're heading to the Bay of Bengal, India. The beaches here are stunning with golden sand and sparkling blue water. But don't let the beauty fool you. These waters are hiding a deadly secret. Beneath the surface lurks some of the strongest rip currents you'll ever encounter. And to make matters worse, many beaches in the Bay of Bengal don't have lifeguards. The result? Mass drownings every year, especially among tourists who underestimate the power of the ocean. You'd think locals would warn visitors, right? They do. But sometimes, tourists get caught up in the moment, ignoring the red flags, literally and figuratively, and diving headfirst into danger. Here's a newsflash. The ocean is not your personal swimming pool. It's a powerful force of nature that deserves respect. So when you're enjoying the beaches of the Bay of Bengal, please be careful, heed the warnings, and if you're not a strong swimmer, stick to the shallows. Chapter 6. Fraser Island, Australia. Paradise Island, with a few catches. Let's hop over to Australia, to the stunning Fraser Island, also known as Kagari. This island is famous for its pristine beaches, crystal clear lakes, and, oh yeah, its abundance of deadly creatures. We're talking venomous snakes lurking in the undergrowth, dingoes, yes, wild dogs that have been known to attack humans, toxic jellyfish, and sharks patrolling the waters. And if that's not enough to deter you, there are also strong ocean currents that can sweep you out to sea faster than you can say crikey. But wait, there's more. Because it's an island, medical help can be delayed in case of an emergency. So if you get bitten by a venomous snake or attacked by a dingo, you better hope you packed your first aid kit and a satellite phone. Look, I'm not saying don't visit Fraser Island. It's a truly magical place, but come prepared. Wear protective clothing, be aware of your surroundings, and maybe consider investing in some good travel insurance. You know, just in case. Aloha and welcome to the Banzai Pipeline in Hawaii, one of the most famous and dangerous surf breaks in the world. This legendary spot is where surfers go to test their skills and push their limits. It's also where some of them meet their demise. The waves here are massive, reaching heights of up to 30 feet, and they break over a shallow reef, creating perfect barrels, and the potential for serious injury. We're talking broken bones, concussions, and even death. And it's not just the waves that are dangerous. The rip currents here are notoriously strong, and the jagged reef is just waiting to shred you to pieces if you wipe out. Even professional surfers with years of experience have been seriously injured or killed at Pipeline, so unless you're an experienced surfer with a death wish, I suggest you admire the Banzai Pipeline from a safe distance. The beach is lovely this time of year. Our next stop takes us to White Island, New Zealand, a scenic volcanic island that was a popular tourist destination, until tragedy struck. In 2019, the volcano erupted while 47 tourists were exploring the island. 22 people lost their lives and many others suffered horrific burns. There were no warning signs, no real evacuation plan, just a sudden catastrophic event that changed lives forever. You'd think that after such a tragedy people would be hesitant to visit White Island, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Despite the risks, some tourists are still drawn to the island's otherworldly beauty. But here's the thing, volcanoes are unpredictable. Just because it erupted recently doesn't mean it won't happen again. So, if you're thinking about visiting White Island or any active volcano for that matter, remember this, you're essentially gambling with your life. From volcanoes we move on to a different kind of extreme environment. Death Valley, California. This scorching hot desert is home to the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth, a sweltering 134 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd think the name Death Valley would be enough of a deterrent, but every year tourists flock to this desolate landscape, eager to experience its stark beauty. And every year, some of them end up in trouble. The heat in Death Valley is no joke. It can dehydrate you in minutes, and if your car breaks down, you're in serious trouble. Cell service is spotty at best, so calling for help isn't always an option. People have died from dehydration after going for short hikes without enough water. The heat can literally melt your tires if you stop for too long. So if you're planning a trip to Death Valley, be prepared. Bring plenty of water, let someone know your itinerary, and for the love of all that is holy, make sure your car is in good working order. For our final destination, we're heading to the lush rainforests of Puerto Rico to the beautiful Lamina Falls. This picturesque waterfall is a popular spot for hiking and swimming, but it's also a prime example of how quickly paradise can turn deadly. Imagine this. You're hiking through the rainforest, the air is thick with the scent of tropical flowers, and the sound of birdsong fills the air. You arrive at the falls and it's like something out of a postcard. You pull out your phone to snap a selfie. And then it hits. A flash flood. A wall of water comes roaring through the canyon, sweeping away everything in its path. Tourists have been caught off guard, swept away mid-selfie because they didn't realize how fast the water levels can rise after rainfall upstream. Here's the thing about flash floods. They happen quickly and without warning. One minute you're enjoying the scenery, the next you're fighting for your life. So if you're planning on visiting Lamina Falls or any waterfall for that matter, check the weather forecast, be aware of your surroundings, and if it's rained recently, maybe skip the swim. So there you have it. 10 stunning destinations with the potential to turn deadly. Remember folks, the world is an amazing place, but it's also full of unexpected dangers. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. Hit the like button and subscribe to stay safe and informed on your travels. We'll be back next week with more travel tips and destination breakdowns. Now check out one of these videos, and be sure to let us know in the comments. What's the most dangerous place you've ever visited? Did you know the risks, or find out the hard way? And tell us, which destination should we cover next? Until next time, travel safe.